Morning folks, I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School, and what I'm excited to show you today is our new Gen 2 bush pot. And this is the same as our small bush pot that we had before, with some improvements in design and also an improvement in price. We've done away with the stove that came with this bush pot because a lot of people just didn't use it, and it was costing extra money for us to bring that in with the pot, which drove the price of the pot up. The other thing that we discovered was that the handles on the old bush pot were a little bit small and the gauge of wire was a little bit thin. I wanted something that you could get a gloved hand into to really get a hold of that pot, even in the winter time. We also increased the gauge diameter of these handles, of these butterfly handles, so they're larger and more robust. The other thing that we wanted to look at was the detent for the bail lock. And you can see I've got some liquid in this one now, but this thing really locks into position now, so that when you fold it down, you almost got to force it to that last position to get it out of that lock band. So that works really, really well. The other improvement to this is now the price. We've dropped the price on this pot now to $24.99. So for 25 bucks, you're getting the most robust stainless steel bush pot on the market today. And now, let me show you how to cook a quick meal in this thing. All right, we're going to cook a quick meal today. Very, very simple components that don't take a lot of room in your pack. This is a dry pack of rice sides, Knorr rice sides, garlic and Parmesan. I've got a packet of pre-cooked, grilled and ready Tyson white meat chicken here, and a can of good Old Bay. So we're going to start with 3/4 of a cup out of our nice stainless steel Pathfinder cup here. And we're going to add our rice, and we're going to put this thing over the fire to get that rice softened up and cooked. And then we'll add our chicken. The great thing about having a tripod is that you can adjust that tripod without having to adjust too much as far as the length goes of what's hanging your pot over the fire, to get your pot right where you want it, in the center of the fire. Okay, so we got our rice good and cooked now. Everything's thickened up nice and the rice is soft. We've got our high heat that we use to cook this with, but now we want simmering type low coal heat, because we're going to add our chicken and it's already cooked. All we're really trying to do is warm it up and add some seasoning. I'll show you how we're going to do that right now. Okay, so now we've got our rice, and we are dragging coals from the fire over into a keyhole that we dug in our fire pit to keep everything warm and simmering. And we're just going to drop a grill plate over this. You can buy these online, or you can get it from a scrap yard. This one just came from a grill in a scrap yard. And we're going to go ahead and put our pot right over top of those coals. And then we're going to add our chicken. Again, this chicken is already pre-cooked, so we don't have to worry too much about cooking the chicken. We're just trying to warm it up. So we'll get it stirred in there real good. Add some seasoning to this dude. About that much. Stir it up real good so nothing's sticking to the bottom. If it gets a little bit too thick on you, you can add a little bit of water to this. It's not going to hurt anything. You're going to simmer that water right off of it anyway. But if you cooked it pretty good, you might not need to add any water at all. Nothing's sticking to the bottom right now. Everything looks pretty good. Now we're just going to let that simmer for 10 or 15 minutes with the lid on. And then we'll be ready to eat. Alright, so now that we've cooked it for 10 or 15 minutes over our keyhole here, ready for a taste test. Oh yeah. Man, that's good. This is enough food with these two sides mixed together easily for 2 people. I can't hardly stop eating it, or I shouldn't be eating all this food. Man, that's good. Well guys, I appreciate you joining me today for this video, and I thank you for looking at the Gen 2 bush pot. Again, it's available for $24.99 at selfrelianceoutfitters.com. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, and for our business, for all of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks.